Hi and welcome to another episode of Chats with the Chaplain. I'm Jess. I hope you're going well. I wanted to touch base today around lockdown and the extension of lockdown. And, I know that's not the news that many of us wanted to hear, but it is what's happening, unfortunately. So I wanted to touch on that. So one thing I do want to encourage you to do is to go back and have a look at one of the first episodes, which was all about ACT, which is acknowledge your feelings. Take that moment to acknowledge how you're feeling about this because, look, we don't feel great, right? Secondly was to connect, reach out and talk to someone, connect with your friends in the way that you can at the moment. And the T in ACT was to thrive. So find things that you can do during this time to help you thrive during this time. So I recommend going back and checking that video out. But secondly, I wanted to touch on a bit of self-care and self-compassion today. So in terms of self-care, it's really important at the moment to give yourself permission to feel it's actually okay to not be okay. Today might be a struggle for you. This week might be a struggle for you. That's okay. We are not living in normal circumstances, so it is okay to not be okay. Around that though, what I do want to encourage you to do is to maybe lower your expectations a little bit. Now that might sound weird, but during this time, it's okay to just set your expectations a little bit lower about what you can achieve, what you can do, how you're showing up. Whether you're an educator, a parent, or working from home, whatever it is, sometimes we're not going to feel as productive or as on top of things as we normally do, and that can be frustrating. So I would suggest just bring your expectations down a little bit and give yourself some space. It is okay that some days you are just keeping your head above water. No one expects you to be at your absolute best right now. If you are, great, but it's also okay if you're not. So lower down those expectations a little bit just to ease pressure from yourself. Set some boundaries and also just make sure that you are celebrating those small achievements, whatever that might look like for you. So sometimes it can feel a bit like, I'm not getting things done, or I'm not on top of things as I thought I would be. I'm feeling really unmotivated today and not doing so well. Celebrate the small things. Make sure you keep encouraging yourself. And around that, self-compassion is also really important at the moment. Compassion is key. So compassion for other people, but self-compassion, direct some of that to yourself. So what I say by that is forgive yourself if you make some mistakes. Again, be okay with not necessarily being at your best. You are human. So how would you talk to a friend during this time? How would you help them through what you're feeling right now? Turn some of that back onto yourself and be a little bit kinder to yourself at the moment. So self-care and self-compassion, really important. And again, acknowledging how you're feeling. So that ACT video back earlier in the Chats with the Chaplain series, I recommend going to watch. And also one of the other videos we did was around the circle of control and how to deal with things that we can't control, like the lockdown being extended, right? So check those out. And if you do need to reach out, please do. You can email me and we can arrange a chat. But take care of yourself during this time. And again, be really compassionate towards yourself and towards others.